When to find the time and energy to work out is a challenge really for everyone, but for moms, it can seem nearly impossible. Preach, right? That's why our next guest is bringing in some important tips for moms on the move. Joining me this morning is Senior Fitness Editor at Healthline, Sarah Lynn Ward.
Hi.
A busy mama as well.
Yes.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Really appreciate it. This really speaks to my heart because it is hard to find the time and the energy when you're running the kids around and they're in all the sports, but you got to take time to focus on yourself and your health. And a lot of people don't have an hour or a gym to really do all of these workouts.
And that's exactly it. I think we pigeonhole ourselves into thinking that we have to get 60 minutes of dedicated time in the gym to get an effective workout, but that's actually not true, according to research, in fact. So cumulative exercise is just as effective as improving as continuous exercise for improving cardiovascular fitness and lowering your insulin levels and all of that. So 6 bouts of 10-minute exercises throughout the day is just as effective as one 60-minute bout.
You just got to get moving, right? Like every little bit counts. You're still burning calories and you're building muscle. But you're right, we have it in our mind. I got to go to the gym. It's got to be 60 minutes. We got to do all the cardio, and that's just not true.
It's not true. And also, I think we need to give ourselves a little grace because fitness in this phase of life looks different than what fitness looked like before we had kids, right? So one thing that I think is really important is if you're maximizing your time and efficiency, you want to focus on compound movements. So compound movements move more than one muscle group at a time, and you're moving in different planes of motion. These are actually more functional exercises because you're learning how to utilize the body as a system as opposed to doing just a bicep curl. I mean, no one picks up their kids like this, right? You pick up your kids by squatting, lunging, and lifting, holding your core. So a compound movement is how we train for that. So here's an example. You're gonna widen your legs. We're gonna do I know, in heels. Good. This is going to be amazing. We're going to do with the dumbbells on the ground to start, actually. Yep. We're combining a lateral lunge with a row. So
you're going to have to do this on your own.
So you're going to bend one knee and reach over for the dumbbell, pull it up like a row, stand up, and switch sides. Go for the other one, pull it up. Yep, and just really focus on bending those
Girl,
knees.
if I split my pants right now.
I hear you. Spandex is where it's at.
But this is so good because you can feel it in your arms, in your core, in your legs, in your back. Yes, everything.
When I do this in the gym, or at home, I really feel it a lot in my hamstrings too. So it's really a full body motion, and don't be afraid to get heavy with the weights because if you have to maximize your time, you want to really put some weight on it.
And what's so great about this is you don't have to go to the gym. You can actually own these that are not expensive. You can take them in the car, from home, like anywhere.
Right. And I think it's important that we talk about walking too, because walking is actually really, really beneficial for your health, your mental health, and everything in between. Studies have shown that belly fat lowers when you add more walking into your day. Wow. Your cortisol lowers. You have improved mood. You have better cardiovascular fitness.
Just with walking.
Just with walking.
So yeah, like no pressure, you're taking the pressure off. What advice do you have for moms that they're just trying to stay in shape, right? They're like, look, this is a different phase of my life.
Yes.
I know I have baby weight, we're all there, but what about just staying in shape?
Yeah, I think 2 things. First of all, let's try to reframe fitness as mental health and really helping us to be better people and feel calm because it's not about the weight as much anymore, or at least we hope it isn't about the weight as much anymore. It's really about a lifestyle and being healthy and active for our kids and for ourselves. The other thing I would say is get sleep.
Oh, girl, don't
I know. And I am preaching to the choir with this one because I'm a full-time working mom of 3 kids, and I know how busy it gets. But if you can prioritize your sleep, then your body is better equipped to put your fitness to work. So you can't really burn the fat if you don't have the sleep. So even if you are going and doing a ton of work in the gym, it sometimes can backfire because your body thinks you're in this like fight or flight mode all the time. So it's really about taking, the time to work out when you can in these small little chunks and then resting. Getting that rest is so important.
I love what you said there because it really is a mind shift because even if you can't prioritize yourself like I need to work out, if you think about it as I'm doing this for my kids so that I'm around for as long as I can possibly be with them, it changes the situation.
Right. We want to feel good when we're playing on the floor. Like when we get up off the floor, I don't want to be creaking and pain, I want to be good, feel good.
Some really
Yeah.
great tips, as always, Sarah Lynn. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you. Thanks for
Really
having me.
appreciate it. And I'm out of breath just from that way.